Welcome back to Global Wheel Hub. Today we've got something simple, rugged, and insanely practical at the 2026 Suzuki AX4, a commuter bike that promises reliability, fuel efficiency, and everyday usability at a price most riders can't ignore. If you're thinking about a reliable daily ride or your first motorcycle purchase, stick with us, because we're breaking down everything you need to know. Let's start with the basics. Say what exactly the Suzuki AX4 is. The AX4 is an entry-level commuter motorcycle built for riders who prioritize practicality over flash. It might not have all the bells and whistles you see on sport bikes or luxury machines, but that's part of its charm. Suzuki has engineered this bike with simplicity and durability at its core, exactly what daily commuters need. Now let's talk engine and performance. The 2026 Suzuki AX4 is powered by a single-cylinder, 4-stroke, air-cooled engine with displacement in the ballpark of around 149.5 cc, which strikes a balance between everyday usability and sensible performance for urban and suburban roads. It's paired with a 5-speed gearbox that's smooth and predictable, making gear shifts effortless as you deal with stop-and-go traffic or open road cruising. With this engine setup, you get decent low-end torque and usable mid-range power, perfect for city riding, highway cruising at moderate speeds, or even carrying a pillion rider without stressing the engine too much. Suzuki tuned the engine to focus more on fuel efficiency and reliability rather than outrageous top-end performance, and that shows in everyday use. One of the biggest factors here is fuel economy. The AX4 consistently returns excellent efficiency figures, often exceeding 50 km per liter in real-world conditions, which can translate to huge savings at the pump over time. For commuters and delivery riders, this is a huge advantage given rising fuel costs everywhere. Onto design now. The Suzuki AX4 sports a clean, understated look. Suzuki didn't try to reinvent the wheel here. Instead, they went with a practical and timeless aesthetic. The bike features a classic headlamp with a small visor, ergonomic tank shaping for rider comfort, and a long, flat seat that's comfortable for both the rider and the pillion. The body panels are pretty basic and free of aggressive body kits or flashy decals, which makes sense when you consider this bike's purpose, a daily practicality. Suzuki also kept the instrument cluster analog, giving you all the essential info: speed, fuel level, trip meter, in a straightforward, no-nonsense layout that's easy to read at a glance. The bike sits on 18-inch wheels with spoke rims and narrow tires that help keep weight down and efficiency up. Suspension is classic telescopic forks up front and a 5-step adjustable coil rear shock, tuning the ride to be soft and forgiving over rough city streets while still keeping things composed. On the braking front, Suzuki equips the AX4 with drum brakes front and rear, not the most advanced setup, but totally adequate for a commuter bike like this. Drum brakes keep maintenance costs low and reliability high, which is arguably more important for riders who use their bike as a trusted daily partner. Now, let's talk comfort and ergonomics. This bike is all about ease of use and feel. The seat is long and fairly flat, accommodating different rider heights and styles. The riding posture is upright, offering good visibility in traffic and less fatigue on longer rides. Whether you're heading to work, school, or running errands around town, the AX4 keeps you comfortable ride after ride. One of the unique selling points of the AX4 is its sheer dependability. Suzuki has built a reputation over decades for bikes that don't quit. The AX4 carries that torch forward. Its simplistic engine layout and mechanical durability mean that repairs are usually minimal and inexpensive compared to more feature-laden bikes. The lightweight chassis and slim design also make it incredibly maneuverable in tight traffic, a crucial factor in crowded city streets. It doesn't take much effort to weave in and out of lanes, and the nimble feel inspires confidence even for newer riders. Let's address the price, because this is often the dealer maker for a bike like this. In markets like the Philippines, The AX4 is launched at around PHP 68,900, putting it firmly in the budget commuter category where practicality matters most. That translates to an offering that packs reliability, reasonable performance, and extremely low operating costs into one affordable package. At a price like that, you're not just buying a motorcycle, you're buying peace of mind and a tool that's going to serve you every day without breaking the bank. And that's precisely where Suzuki's strategy with this bike shines. Give riders something they can depend on without forcing them to sacrifice fuel efficiency or comfort. Of course, no bike is perfect, and Suzuki did cut a few corners to keep costs down. The AX4 doesn't come with advanced features like ABS, which is becoming more common even on budget bikes, nor does it have traction control or a digital display. But when you consider the target audience, riders looking for a solid commuter, these omissions can be forgiven given the overall value. In terms of competition, the AX4 sits comfortably among interior-level commuters that prioritize reliability and low running costs. Its no-nonsense build appeals to riders who want a bike that just works day after day and no fuss, no complications.